This is why the WNBA struggles. Struggles for attendance, struggles for ratings, can't turn a profit, and has to be subsidized by the NBA. It has nothing to do with gender, race, or sexual orientation. Men are not discriminating against women. The real reason men, and most women for that matter, don't like the WNBA product is because the players lack basic fundamentals. That's it. And these highlights, or lowlights I guess you should call them, are from the WNBA All Star game. This is the best of the best. So imagine how the average WNBA players are. But leave it to the professional gaslighters at ESPN to tell you how amazing this game was.
And we have to talk about this one a little bit closer. We've talked about Dominique Malonga, the incredible moment that she had on Saturday night.
First off, why was this woman not already set up before the segment began? She's looking off to the side at the crew. This just looked so disorganized and unprofessional, but I guess that's to be expected when a network tries to tell you what a great product this is.
Angel Reese and the assist, Dominique Malonga on the finish. Ladies, I could watch this highlight over and over again, and it's still not enough times for me to.
Yeah,
it's
unbelievable.
Amazing.
These gaslighters are about to tell us how great this dunk was in the WNBA All Star game. Unbelievable. It's amazing. Here, listen for yourself.
It's
unbelievable.
Amazing. It's
unbelievable.
Amazing. It's
unbelievable.
Amazing.
Is it though? Is it amazing? Let's check it out so you can judge for yourself. And then after the dunk, what they say is even more insane.
I could watch this highlight over and over again, and it's still not enough times for me to.
Yeah,
It's
unbelievable.
Amazing.
I could watch this highlight over and over again, and it's still not enough times.
Yeah,
It's
unbelievable.
Amazing. And the pan out too. Shout out to the camera guys.
The fact that they're praising this generic dunk really emphasizes the drop-off in quality between the NBA and WNBA. The most routine plays that the men in the NBA can perform in their sleep appear to be an insurmountable challenge for the women in the WNBA. And nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to pay for that. Who would pay money to watch this?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
This right here, I mean, we've seen it in practice. We've been able to talk about it like, when is the lead up? It's the All-Star game.
So apparently, this woman is the Vince Carter of the WNBA. Maybe they can do a remake of that old movie, The Air Up There. But their version would be called The Air Down There.
Able to talk about it like, when is the lead up? It's the All-Star game, 2026, 30th season, more history since Sylvia Fowles.
In our suite, I was asking you people, I was like, what was your favorite part of this game? And everyone kept saying this dunk.
If this is the pinnacle of your All-Star game, this parasitic league is cooked. At some point, after the NBA has bled enough money and resources, they're going to have no choice but to cut you off, and the entire WNBA will be dissolved. Hope you gals enjoy playing overseas.
In our suite, I was asking you people, I was like, what was your favorite part of this game? And everyone kept saying this dunk. You know what somebody else said?
So as I previously said, if praising this dunk wasn't crazy enough, they upped the ante and went full-blown unhinged on this next statement you wouldn't believe they said if you didn't hear it yourself.
You know what somebody else said? That the WNBA should have a dunk contest. The WNBA should have a dunk contest. The WNBA should have a dunk contest.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
The WNBA should have a dunk contest. What do you guys think about that?
Ooh,
I don't know.
Well, the thing
How many people
would participate.
would participate? So you to have a contest, you have to have more than one.
Yes, leave it to the worldwide leader in sports to let us know that you need more than one participant to have a dunk contest.
Have a contest, you have to have more than one.
Brilliant insight, ladies.
More than one?
I think we're right now, or I think we're at like 4.
Okay.
So if we can just, I don't know, I don't know how I feel about that.
We're a growing league.
Yeah,
Well,
think
I
it's
mean,
growing.
Sky's the
we
limit.
have a
Sky's the
we
limit.
have a
Sky's the
we
limit.
have a
Sky's the limit. What are you talking about? The 10-foot rim is the limit. That's why you need to lower it. Maybe then you can find 4 women to participate in your dunk contest.
So if we can just, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yes, this woman knows what a terrible idea a dunk contest would be for the WNBA because all it would do is showcase just how inadequate this league is. At least she's being honest.
So this is a moment that I know everybody will remember. That was the loudest moment we heard here at the United Center. It has been deafening all night long, but the crowd, when that happened, and I whipped my head around, being like, did we just witness that?
You know this product is terrible when the announcer thinks that a basic slam dunk is a historically great moment. Because they're so used to this, that this feels like an all-time great play. And again, I don't say this to diminish women's sports. What I'm critical about are the lack of fundamental skills in the WNBA. But you don't hear me criticizing women's tennis or women's UFC or even women's softball. Why? Because they execute the fundamentals of their sport. You know who my all-time favorite UFC fighter is? Holly Holm. For pulling off probably the biggest upset that I have witnessed since Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson all the way back in 1990. Last year in the US Open, I watched the men and women and was equally invested in both. And I thought the best match of the tournament was the women's semifinals match between Amanda Anisimova and Naomi Osaka. The match was just really intense. The first set, Naomi won 7-6 in a tiebreaker. The second set, Amanda won also 7-6 in a tiebreaker. And the leads just kept going back and forth all throughout the match. And Amanda ended up pulling away 6-3 in the final set to win an epic classic match. Another example, the greatest trick play I've ever seen in my life was from a women's college softball game. NCAA Super Regional Championship, bottom of the 7th and final inning, scores 2-0 with the batting team down and making a rally with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Game is on the line and this happens. Now you have to watch close or you may miss it. That's how masterfully executed this play is. So the pitcher pitches, it's a ball, catcher catches the ball and tosses it back to the pitcher, who then turns and attempts to pick the runner off at second base, but there's no one there to cover the bag. So she throws the ball away and the shortstop dives for it. Then the second baseman dives for it as the ball goes into the outfield where the center fielder dives for the ball. So the runner starts sprinting to round third base and prepares to head home as the pitcher frantically calls for the outfielder to grab the ball. Except the pitcher never actually threw the ball to second base and had it in her glove the entire time and now tags the runner out to seal the game and win the championship. Let's watch it back in real time and look at how brilliant the execution of this play is.
Get it! Get it!
These girls are savages. What a brutal way to end the season for the opposing team. So my point is, no, men are not misogynistic because we're often critical of the WNBA. Men don't hate women's sports. We hate watching sports where the competitors can't execute the fundamentals, whether it's men or women. And that's the problem with the WNBA. Too many bricks, botched layups, and air balls. Don't serve me cat turds and call it chicken tenders. This is just not a quality product. And that's the disconnect from the fans.
Ladies, I could watch this highlight over and over again, and it's still not enough times.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!